My name's Andrew, or Andy, what's your name? Entrance, final bit, Dead Man's Cave.
Good morning and welcome to Anston Stones Woods. Today I'm here to show you the Dead Man's Cave. It's got quite a history to it. And in my experience of the cave, it's actually more active during the day. So I'm going to have a walk around and I'm going to set up. And I will see you in a second. Alright, so the Dead Man's Cave actually dates back to over 12,000 years. They found flint knives and blades and all sorts of tools, animal bones. The story I want to share with you is obviously a lot more recent. So I'm going to have a bit of a walk round and I'll tell you bits and bobs as I'm going along. Right, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. I've took a photograph of that so I can remember all facts and figures for later on. But what I have learned from this is the railway that runs through here would have served my hometown of Maltby, Maine. Right, I'll just tell you quickly about another story concerning this area. Not so much the cave, but the actual woods itself. In the early 90s, I think 93, 94, a gentleman witnessed a padfoot, or a black dog. But his friend didn't see it, and as soon as it had come, it had vanished. So that's said to roam these parts on occasion, so I'll keep an eye out for that. But as I say, it's usually, I know it's cold, but there's usually more people than this, you know, walking dogs and that, so it's quite quiet today. It's nice, you can get birds and the sky's lovely blue. It's just a shame it's not a bit warmer. So I'm going to have a wander through, I'll show you bits and bobs, and I'm going to get set up. Right, so true to form of this place, I can't go live at the moment. You just don't get a signal around here, or I don't. I don't seem to have much luck with phones and technology. As I mentioned earlier, it makes it virtually impossible to actually do a live. But if you're watching this and you could share it out, or you can, you know, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, say it's good, say it's rubbish. Just get involved, spread the word. I enjoy what I do, and I hope you enjoy it too, because it's quite interesting. You know, the bits and bobs we do come away with sometimes, it's quite good. I always get lost up here, I think it's up here. If there's really steep steps on the side of this, I'm at right one. So I'll keep walking. I think it is. No, it's not. Wrong one. Got even further to walk. You don't realise how far it is to get to it, but hopefully it should be worth it. I'm getting my steps in anyway, Jesus. So as you can hear, we're still near the A57, I think that is, to Works up. So I'm going to just have a wander. I just tried to film a robin on a branch, but it was too fast. It's beautiful out here. That's the, as you can see, the train line that would have run to the now defunct Maltby pit, and in fact many defunct pits. It's quite unusual. No dog walkers. Obviously it's very, very cold, but it's just really nice to have it to yourself. This looks more like it. I think I'm on the right track finally. It's a bit of a walk, but it's not a bad walk. It's quite picturesque. So I think if there is steep stairs up here, yep, near there. I've got to go up them steep steps, and then just round the corner from there is the Dead Man's Cave, or the Hermit's Cave. Right, finally made it to the Dead Man's Cave, or the Hermit's Cave. Not much is known about the gentleman that died here, but it's believed he got into financial debt, and I believe he lost his wife. He came to live here, and unfortunately died here. Nobody actually knows his name, I don't think, so it would be good to try and get a name today. I'm just going to do a very brief intro, and then I'm going to get on with it. So I'm going to get set up, and I will see you in a second. Right, so here we are, Dead Man's Cave. Looks to me as though somebody's had a jolly old time in here. There's beer cans and all sorts. It's a bit tricky to get in, but when you get in, it's actually alright. He says struggling. There's a scratch card down there, little figures on a spaceship. That's unusual, isn't it? Right, so if you don't mind, the gentleman that died here, I'm going to set up and hopefully talk to you. That's just in theory to give you enough energy to talk to me, so I'm going to leave that running for a little bit. Because it is quite noisy, I don't know if you can hear it. And the light you can see shining is actually Big Larry. I had to go and get from, well, I tried to get from Screwfix, but I had to order it then. I'm not sponsored by Screwfix, by the way. Right, so I'm going to set my bits and bobs if that's okay. What I am going to do is, because a lot of the audio we were getting is natural, so I'm not going to use too many audio gadgets today. Right. You can bring that if you want. You could touch that. Oh god, that's just me wheezing. Right, so simple setup. Pure audio. Little K2 and little ball, a bell. Could you come forward and speak to me, please? You've spoke to me before. That's nothing spooky, that's just my breath. Because it's so cold. Right, I'm going to step outside for a little bit. If you want to speak to me, you can do. Could you see the little green light? Could you touch that, please, if you're the gentleman that used to live here? Right, I'm just going to wander outside because I can hear somebody. No, I can't. What I didn't notice. Someone set up a campfire recently. It's just been leaves or something. That's the train line, as I mentioned before. And unfortunately, it's been, graffitied and vandalised since last time I was here. Right, back to it. I'm going to get back to it now. I thought it had like footsteps, but I think, or I hope, it were falling leaves. So I'm going to get back to it and do a short audio session. Right, so I'm back to it. Could you touch the little, I'll show you where it is. That one, on the box lock. Could you touch that little green light? Come move towards that green light or ring the bell. People have obviously come to speak to you recently because there's little toys and well, cans. I don't know if people have been having a party in here. You spoke to me before. Could you come and speak to me again, please? I don't mean you any disrespect. Right, I'm going to step outside for a little bit. I'm going to have a drink of coffee. Because it's so cold. Right, I'm going to sit down and a quick cup of coffee. If you come and talk to me. You can talk to me on that. You can touch that.
I'm going to pop that down there so you can see it. That's all I want you to do, look. It's very sensitive. I want you to do that. Could you do that? If you just talk in your normal voice, I'll be able to hear you. I've heard you before. I've heard you on that phone that I'm filming with now. I came with some other people and you asked, can you see me? And we did, and we heard you. Could you come forward again? I don't mean to be ghoulish. I'm simply interested. I'm gonna have a quick drink with you to keep warm. Put that down there. And of course, Yorkshire. Were you from Yorkshire? Obviously, you must have been. I don't wish to pry, but is it true that you were drunk quite a lot of the time? And you came here for shelter, and people and the young children were warned against coming here. Is that right? But you weren't in danger, I don't think. You were just confused and a bit, lost, weren't you? Do people come here quite often to talk to you? Or do people ignore you and just get drunk? I know there's a campfire outside. Do people not see you sometimes? Come and talk to me. It's just simply two blokes having a chat. I'd love it if you gave me something, some evidence that you're still here. And again, that's simply my breath. That's nothing spooky, if you can see that. Because it's so cold. Come and talk to me.
Actually, what I was thinking of earlier is nobody seems to know your name. Could you tell me your name? My name's Andrew. Or Andy, what's your name?
Well, if you do come here, you should be careful because I've just banged my head, and it's an awfully good job I don't swear because it was rather painful, that. So if you're still here, could you come and talk to me, please? I've come a long way. I've banged my head and I'm freezing. Come and talk to me. You spoke to us last time. Come forward and just simply talk in your normal voice, or touch the green light. What I'm going to do in a little while is set up only briefly, a little radio type thing. I don't think you might not know where it is, but you've probably seen people use it if they've come here, and it makes noises and it's supposed to make it easier for you to speak. Could you use that if I set that up? A little noisy box. Is it easy for you to speak like that? You can touch the green light in front of me. Come and talk to me. Come forward. As I say, there's obviously been people visiting quite recent because there's cans, and for some strange reason, it's like little toys. I don't know what that's off. It's off some Disney thing, I imagine. Right, so I'm not 100% sure about this one, but I thought I'd include it anyway. I think we've actually picked up on a child's voice before here. Is that right? Is there a child here? Is that why somebody's brought toys? I don't know why a child would want to be in here. It's quite scary. Or it would be for a child. Is this a member of your family? Your daughter or your son? Are you at peace now? Do you feel at ease with things? Are you okay? A lot of people come here to see you. And I try not to cross the line and dabble with things, and I just simply want to know if you're still here. Have you got a message? Are you with your family now? I was planning on using the PSB7 spirit box, but it's gone flat on me. So unless I've got batteries in here, I'm snookered. Right, so in theory you've got everything you need to come and talk to me. Could you come and talk to me, please? If you spoke to me already, thank you very much.
I can hear you trying. Could you come forward and really try? Touch the green light.
See, I'm actually getting bits and bobs through the spirit box. I've not got it too loud because it's annoying to listen to and difficult to listen to when I get home, so hopefully we should get something on there. Something just dripped on my head. Come on, come forward. I've banged my head, now getting dripped on. I'm freezing. This must be like an everyday thing for you if it's cold and miserable. Are you still here? I can hear you trying. Could you come forward and really try? Touch the green light.
You can touch the green light in front of me.
Right, I'm going to step outside. Shelf. Right, I'm going to step outside and have a cup of coffee. And if you want to talk to me, you've got everything you need. Come forward, please. I'm just going to step outside a little bit. Oops.
Entrance, final bit, Dead Man's Cave.
So that's it, Dead Man's Cave. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you.